Why, hello there. Welcome to Web Presence Wednesday, everybody. Um, uh, we're just doing that sound check thing, getting that all in order. Why, hello there. There we go. It looks like we have a sound check. Sound check says we're good. All right, so uh, today I'm going to talk about a subject that I just recently had to engage in. Sometimes things go wrong. And of course, my policy is plan for things, or else you don't have the answers. This goes back into the you need to know your business inside out, front ways, back ways. Uh, and it was something that escaped my attention because I just took it for granted that this was not going to be an issue, and it turns out amicably so, but it did become an issue. Um, Returns. Um, so let me set the stage. A customer ordered an item from our printing partner through us, and when said product arrived, one of the products that they ordered was damaged, um, and at that point in time, I really didn't think about the possibility of damage via shipping, despite the fact that I probably should have. I'll be completely fair, and well. Um, as would be expected, any operating uh, uh, printing and shipping service has uh, policies in place as far as like returns and stuff like that concerned. But I didn't have the answer right away, and I actually had to go look for it, go and begin that process uh, without having a clear pathway in front of me. And that is basically what I'm going to be talking about with Web Presence Wednesday. Now, in the case of things that are non physical, like virtual things, returns and whatnot are a little bit more uh, whatever the seller wants to do type of scenario. But when it comes to physical products, uh, you have supply chains and suppliers, supply chains, what have you, that could influence your ability to engage in uh, how do I put it, uh, customer recovery. We'll put it. What I mean by customer recovery, this is a term that uh, my employer, my wage employer, uses to deal with dissatisfaction. And as businesses, we should be prepared for uh, uh, customer dissatisfaction. So, when you're using a printing service or a shipping service, and the problems are centered around there, as long as you provide them with some sort of proof of the problem, 9 times out of 10, they're pretty forthcoming when it comes to customer recovery. Now, if it were something on the lines of something that we are 100% responsible for, of course, we pretty much would follow suit with the same policy as, well, oh, shit, the guitar you got was damaged, or something like that. Well, it may not be so cut and dry as, oh, well, we'll just issue a refund and I guess throw that thing in the trash. That probably would incur a, uh, you gotta ship that shit back to us, and then decide if you want us to send it back to you repaired or if you want a refund. And basically, that's a case by case scenario. But when it comes to things like our merch account with Shopify, or my online one-on-ones, if you're not satisfied, that's more of a pretty cut and dry thing. Well, I don't feel I don't feel that the service you claimed was provided by the one-on-one. Okay, fair enough. And we can just shoot you a refund. And that whole thought process actually just came through this week. Like, I wasn't even thinking, oh, maybe someone might be dissatisfied with an hour one-on-one session, because that's really the only virtual product that we really deal in at this point. But yeah, have an active plan for your return policy is exactly something you need to consider and put in place. If you are dealing with
that's not really a matter of if, it's when.
Right. No, I'm saying if you're dealing with Pinterest, if your store is partnered with Pinterest actually won't really get behind your brand without a return policy, without an effective return policy, even if that return policy is "fuck you, we're not returning anything." And that's a viable option. Absolutely. If you're absolutely certain that you're going to stand behind your product and put your foot down, all sales are final. Once you click OK, you're on your own. That is a policy that which you can follow. But that being said, yeah, excuse me. I was foot rubbed to sleep. It's her fault. She did it this time. Can't even blame the cats. No, it was Donna's fault. So I'm trying to wake up while I'm talking. All right. So you have to realize that some people are just not going to partner with you with that uncertainty. They don't know if people they're sending to you are going to
reliable.
Yeah, are if they can't tell them, yeah, sure, they deal with returns in this manner. Well,
good luck.
You have to actually have that answer for whatever advertising partners you have.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, moral of the story. Right now, I'm pretty much waiting on the customer to openly tell me.
Ask me.
Oh, James has upgraded his equipment, so he may be wanting to do a 2.0. Woo! Yeah, we will get with you on that. I actually have somebody scheduled for this Friday and potentially next Friday.
Ooh.
So we will try to get it all together. Now we're getting busy.
And there's always the Monday options that we have done in the past.
Right. We can always do. We could slide a different live at 5:30 into a
Monday
impromptu free feature focus slot. So we'll keep that in mind. of course, get a hold of Donna and myself as which days are best for you, James. So let's. So what was I gonna say? So moral of the story: I'm waiting for
Clients.
the client to give me a final decision on what they would prefer. They did say that refund would be easier, and the funds for the refund are being processed at this point. So I can just as easily drop the refund for the item right back to her, or in order to process a replacement, I have to actually put in a I have to put in an order from my end to get shipped to her. Hi, Graham.
Hi. Hello. Salutations.
Also-
Good evening.
Also, James, I'm going to tell you, I upgraded my phone from my old phone. This thing is
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous by comparison.
Way better.
There's still some like bells and whistles I got to really deal with, but yeah, this thing is great by comparison. My other phone was 2015. So my phone was like 6 years old. It was impressive 6 years ago. It was even impressive like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, as it was on its, deathbed, it was still impressive that it hadn't died yet.
Well,
But-
no, I mean, it still gave like very, very good photos, very good video.
Yeah.
But the new phone is in a class all its own.
Like driving a Pinto for a number of years and getting a Maserati.
I don't think that's fair. It's like driving a Fiero for a few years and then getting a Maserati. Okay, it wasn't a Pinto. It wasn't a flip phone, for Christ. It wasn't a Nokia brick from 1999. It was a smartphone. And
It was.
I mean,
I just like to pick fun of it. That phone.
I mean, the phone I had
You should have
prior.
seen my phone when I got here. It was like messing pieces out of its screen. I'm real rough on it, and it was
Yeah.
only a year old. So I
Yeah.
was impressed.
My phone before that. Now I was so impressed with the first smartphone that I got that I actually got a refurbished, exact same model of the phone that I had when I had to replace it. That's how much I don't like change when it comes to my tools and stuff like that. It's that when I get comfortable with something, I would just rather keep it forever than go through change. But that's not the way technology works nowadays, kids. It's a constant chase to upgrade. So yeah, it was a Galaxy Rush, which was like the third or fourth smartphone. Like prior to the Galaxy Rush, I had a flip phone. I'm not gonna lie. I had a no video possible talking and texting flip phone, and I had that for years. It's actually a burner phone that the last burner phone I had before I left New York. It was my flip phone, and then when I came down here and I had to get a Florida number and all that type of stuff because I was here for an extended period of time, and jobs want you to have a local number and everything like that. I had attempted to switch to my phone to a Florida number, and they were like, "Hey, dinosaur, you have to change your phone to a smartphone like the rest of civilization." And that's when I got the Galaxy and the Rush, and from 2007 to 2015, for 8 years, I had replaced the phone with a refurbished copy in that time. So like the first one lasted like 5 years, and then the only reason why I switched to the J was because when I went to go when I went to go and renew my thing, they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're not going to support your phone anymore. Move further away from the Stone Age, old man." And look into our more advanced smartphones. Like one of the new things with the whole we want the battery inaccessible. I don't really like that idea at all, but that seems to be the way everything's going nowadays. So the new phone I have, I'm trying to be like super careful on how much I charge and stuff like that, because you can't replace the battery at all. But aside that, I'm pretty gentle with my phones as far as dropping and beating on them is concerned. So yeah, I completely feel you on the whole. I have new technology and it's wondrous, because I have new technology and it's wondrous. Oh look, it's a buddy boy. How you doing, bud? Well, you got out of bed. I can't believe you got up out of bed.
Feel offended. Want to see?
So that's really all I have. I know I like to beat a dead horse when I do these Web Presence Wednesday things. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, own your own digital real estate. But again, you have to have a plan in place. You have to be ready with those answers, because the faster you come up with those answers for your customers, the happier they are. Even when they're dissatisfied, if you have the answers right away, it's a much more satisfactory experience than you go, well, shit, I have no idea. Just think of it this way. When you go and you purchase something and something goes wrong, you prefer reaching out and then getting that answer immediately. And this is the same deal.
When we were doing the Les Paul, I was like really worried, that multiple things could happen in the process of sourcing a place to ship it from, and how to get it there, because the logistics being that we're not driving, and so getting everything in order, it kind of was anxiety driven for me, at least.
I mean, I thought we came through pretty.
Yeah, it did. Eventually, yeah. But I was so concerned about how he's going to get it there, and if it get there, in one piece and all this stuff, and it worked out perfectly. And but that there's all those things to take in consideration, and instead of being driven by that anxiety, just do your research and save yourself the grief.
Yeah, I mean, for the people doing service-based stuff, I know we were talking about yesterday. We did the shout out to the electrician. Of course,
Danny.
You have your local regulations that if you are operating all the way on the up and up, and with electrical work in New York, you have to kind of do that, or else they fine you like $10,000.
Or even contracting, as far as like construction work or remodeling. I mean, it's best to make sure that the person is insured and bonded. Because that's your investment. Your home and your property.
Hi.
So,
how you doing?
Hi, Bonita. How you doing, Chonkalicious?
No, I did just eat, and
She did.
I'm hungry again.
She was just at the food bowl a minute ago. The forever struggle of keeping your girlish figure.
So, I mean, there's good news. I'm also talking to an old friend of mine, Gregory Smith, about a brand that he is starting out. He just recently started out, just got samples and stuff like that in. So I'm not sure if it's going to be Dan or Gregory this Friday, because Dan had mentioned that he is having some work done on his home, so he may not be available this Friday. But there's a quick and easy recovery right there with Gregory being like, yeah, I want to definitely promote my work, which is good because I like Gregory. Gregory goes by the name Cousin Gregory, and you'll understand why that's a joke when you see him. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Heaven right now.
I need more coloring around the face area is good. I like it. Play with my wrinkles. Absolutely have a plan when you are going into business for everything that could possibly go wrong. A person I know, and I have respect for his business acumen, even though sometimes he can be a bit much. Adam Brian Dada, he likes to say, have a plan for failure, because as much as you may not want to failure can happen, and you want to make sure that you have every contingency covered, every possibility along the chain where it could fail. You want to make sure that you have your ducks in a row, so that this way you can be more resilient in your business, and that's
every successful business has a plan for failure. I mean, that's what denotes success, is how many times did you fail before you got to where you are right now. So yeah, always have a backup plan, a master plan and a backup plan, and another plan, for everything.
Try to get like plan C, plan D, plan G, preparation H. Get all the possibilities out there, because the fact is that the world's a chaotic place, and you never know when something's going to arise. And that's pretty much the gist of this. Is make sure you know how you're going to handle your returns. You're going to handle your dissatisfied customers, because those recoveries are what's going to be the difference between your negative and positive testimonials. If you spring into action and immediately deal with every problem, even a bad experience is a good testimonial.
Right, because it reflects how you react and respond. And that person, in response to the way you respond, might change their attitude or how they think about your business, and rewrite whatever testimony.
Well, no, it's not so much a rewrite. It formulates
Well,
a
yeah,
good testimonial,
yeah.
even in failure.
Yeah.
Because the fact of the matter is, if
you handle it with professionalism, you handled it in this manner, blah 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 blah, and people actually do appreciate that. You just can browse like Amazon for whatever product, and if that person has a good reputation, you'll see it reflected in those testimonies of the reviews. I constantly read the reviews on anything I buy, and sometimes people aren't satisfied with product, and it's how that dealer responds, and you will see it reflected in the exchanges of comments. So yeah.
Well, it's also for like the leads that are not yet conversions.
Yeah.
The people who are window shopping but not yet pulled the trigger on using your service or consuming your media or purchasing your products. When they read, well, this happened, but they had answers. They quickly and promptly got
Responded.
recovered the situation, and despite having an initial bad experience, it was an overall good experience that resolved well. That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's something sometimes what makes the difference between someone who's just like, oh, maybe I'll buy something, to someone who is more assured in their purchases, and that's also an important step to take. Absolutely.
So, with that said, I mean, we're closing in on the
Yeah.
end of the hour here. So
Yeah. Say hi.
I think we covered all the bases on,
I believe
on this
we did.
one. And kitty cats are, actually pretty chill. I'm proud of you kids. Are you wanting snacks too? I'm gonna have to give her
No,
some
I'm good. I'm good right now.
She is so in the mood right there. Look at her in the zone.
I am going to experiment with a couple of things as far as Barden Broad is concerned.
Yes.
I want to try to do that today because we don't have an actual Barden Broad, so it won't. It will give us a more polished. It'll give us a more polished project for tomorrow, possibly. And then also, I'm going to be making hamburgers for dinner tonight.
I love
the bunless kind because Donna has celiacs.
I have celiacs out back. They tell the funniest jokes, but the joke's on me because I can't have bread because of them being celiacs.
Okay, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but she is a beast. A beast of burden.
Come here. All right, there you go. How about that? Maybe I'll do a little less jumping around now.
She's
right.
gotta get her hugs, man.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for stopping by. Remember, keep in mind, always have a plan for failure. Plan on it happening, and then this way, when you have your policy already in place, it's just a matter of pulling the trigger and enacting that policy rather than trying to figure out, well, what are we going to do, and making sure that it's consistent from one customer to the next, because this is key. If someone comes to you and goes, well, I saw this testimonial, said you handled everything and you took care of it and da 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 da, and then I had the same exact problem and you told me to go fuck myself. Well, that's also going to reflect in your retention of customers.
Yeah.
So with that, look at all this chub here. It's full of food.
She's a chonky tonk woman.
Why are you making fun of my fat?
She's staring at me, man. Like, I'm not making fun of you.
You're making fun
I'm
of my
embracing
fat.
you. I am embracing.
You are doing the exact opposite of embracing. This is embracing. What's going on over here? You keep complaining about how heavy I am.
Hurts my shoulder, man.
No. Okay, with that, we're going to scoot I gotta make some burgers. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you if you want later, because we're gonna try this finagle
Come
thing with
hang out with us, yeah.
with StreamYard and Rocksmith, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Ta-da!